So the Voyager program has really impacted students in my classroom. They've been able to access technology that otherwise was unavailable to them. I don't have to plan my lessons around when a Chrome cart is available. All that technology is right in my classroom at my fingertips that I can use at any time that I want to. It's also helped me differentiate for the students in my classroom. I've learned how to use playlists or choice boards, rotation stations, project-based learning, a bunch of different resources that my students can all access at different points, kind of where their level is at.
I think the biggest aha in the Voyager program so far for me this year has been with watching, first and foremost, watching my kids be able to do it. I think that in today's day and age, our kids are, I have a 4-year-old daughter who knows how to use a device, and our kids are coming to us knowing how to use technology, but seeing them use it for the purpose of education has been amazing.
The Voyager program has impacted Colorado in a lot of really positive ways. It's created a different culture at our school, one where students are taking more responsibility for their learning, where they have voice in how they're showing their knowledge, where they're sitting, if they're working by themselves, if they're working in groups, and it's brought different choices even to the teachers and a shift in their instruction.
When I think about the impact that the Voyager program has had on us, whenever have teachers had access to that type of coaching and ongoing professional development? I don't recall a time when that's ever occurred. So the coaches have been fabulous. It's their teachers are able to text at any time. They meet with them once a week, and so as you know, sometimes as teachers we're thinking of things in the middle of the night. Well, the next morning they're able to send a little note and get feedback from a coach on what they'd like to do.
The Voyager program has made such a significant impact on my teaching. It is the best professional learning I have attended since I became a teacher, because I have gone to the professional growth instruction, and then I come back to the classroom and I know I can depend on my coach for tweaking that to fit what I need to teach. And if I have a question, I feel like I have tech support 24/7, which is amazing. I never feel like I'm alone in this. I feel like I'm part of a team, and that I've always felt very supportive. And even when my coach may not have known the answer, they have found out the answer almost immediately. And so this is such an important program. It's really encouraged me to step out of my comfort zone and try things that I would never have tried without being part of the program.
I think that the Voyager program has been amazing, especially the embedded coaching, because I love having my coach in twice a month to kind of brainstorm and talk about anything. And I feel like my coach is awesome because I can come up with some like grand idea and she says, yeah, let's do it. Okay, here's the steps we need to take to make that happen. And then 2 weeks later I can say, I've changed my mind and I want to do this instead. And she can then support me in that way. But we always kind of go back to, you know, what's our big goal and what we want our classroom to look like. And my coach really helps me sort of get all my big ideas out and then funnel them into the classroom and into students and helping them be successful. And I think that having a coach is the best part of it all.
The Voyager program's impacted student learning in a variety of ways. One way in particular is with our flexible seating that we I put in place at the beginning of the year, and the kids have gravitated toward. They love it, and they're more focused. They're more engaged in the task at hand, as well as interactions with each other, where I tended to used to be the teacher that wanted it silent and wanted it quiet during independent work, so I knew that they were working. Now I have been open a little bit more to the talking because they are talking about academics.
Once I instituted the playlist, it gave my kids some challenging work to do when I was working with students. Instead of saying, oh, here, do these worksheets, I need to pull a group, they had really great work to do, and they had a choice in what they got to do, and it made such a difference in their attitude and the quality of their work. So that was my biggest aha moment.
The point of the technology is not to have a student looking at a computer screen all day, but really looking at using the technology in a meaningful way to then allow the teacher time to conference one-on-one with students or meet in small groups.
If I give the kids, just like you give us, the time and the space with some challenges for them to figure out, you've seen them, they just blow you away. They come up, and then they teach me a thing or two, or three or four. And so it's just giving them the opportunity to interact and explore and figure things out on their own.
The ability for me to meet one-on-one more with students in my classroom using the technology and the blended learning model has allowed me to meet one-on-one with students to clear up maybe misconceptions that they might have, as well as push some students further in their thinking. As my students are working collaboratively in their classroom, I'm able to walk around and have those one-on-one meetings with students, not able to just academically check in with them, but socially and emotionally kind of see where they're at. If they're having a bad day, maybe that's why they're not understanding, and I'm building that rapport with my students even more than I have been in the past.
One of the biggest benefits is just opening the door to possibilities. We talk about that all the time on our campus. We're Title I, we're No Excuses University. We want our kids to know about colleges and careers. We want them to have every possibility opened to them, and the Voyager program has brought so many different pieces to us, and it's enabled us to let the kids see this whole wide world that's out there.
Kids are having choice. That's been tremendously helpful in terms of increasing student engagement. I think as a staff, it's been a great opportunity for teachers to share their learning with others, and it's created so much energy on campus. Teachers are like, oh, you're a Voyager teacher, tell me more about that. And now I have just as many the second time around who want to participate. So it really is something that teachers are selling to other teachers because they're finding such value in it.
The Voyager program is very supportive. It's of teachers in our learning journey, and it for the kids is going to bring lots of amazing changes in your classroom.